integrity, and hard work. At Triton Foundation Repair, if you don't need foundation repair work, we will be the company that tells you, because when you do need it, we want to be the company that doesn't. Honesty, integrity, and hard work. Triton Foundation Repair.
Williams Foods, more than just a grocery store. Williams Foods has been serving communities since 1971. That is 45 years strong and counting. We are successful because we offer great service, great prices, fresh produce, and the best meat money can buy. Williams Foods is not just in your communities, we are a part of your community. We donate 1% back to any nonprofit organization, and we donate up to 6 cents per labels to anyone fundraising. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it.
Shelter Insurance, Joy speaking.
It's Aubrey. I need to file a claim.
How can I help?
When I got home from school today, I found the house completely in shambles. All the windows are broken, the roof is ripped off, and the kitchen is destroyed.
Put your brother on the phone.
Mitchell, Mom's on the phone.
When the unexpected strikes, see shelter agent Rhonda Littleton in Oklahoma City.
Whether you just came from a workout or you're just out and about, our Social Sips have everything you need to feel good to feel good. Here at Social, we have a variety of teas, shakes, social bowls, or you can even try one of our cold brew coffees, made with you in mind. At Mustang Social and Hometown Social, it's always tea time.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers.
When it comes to comfort in Tuttle, local matters.
And nobody keeps our hometown in the game like Koch's Mechanical Heat and Air.
Owned and operated right here in Tuttle by Bo Kokenauer and his family, Koch's Mechanical is your MVP for heating and cooling.
Bo knows Oklahoma weather changes faster than a fourth quarter comeback.
And he'll keep you comfortable year-round, no matter the score.
Proud to be the official Heat and Air sponsor of Tiger TV.
Koch's Mechanical Heat and Air.
Where local matters and your comfort wins.
At Core Orthodontics in Newcastle, we believe every smile has a story. That's why our board-certified orthodontist offers the latest in Lightforce custom braces and is recognized as a top Invisalign provider nationwide. We love helping kids as young as 6 start their journey to achieve their best smile, and we make it easy for families with free initial consultations, all insurances accepted, and no interest payment plans. Your best smile starts here. Core Orthodontics in Newcastle and Ada.
All right, welcome to Tiger TV. It's Tuttle Coaches Show with head coach Brad Ballard, the voice of the Tuttle Tigers, Eli Pagel, and I'm the host, Kevin Rogers. We're glad you joined us today. What a festive week. We had all the fun decorations, the fun things kids and teachers wear to class, and then the parade. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the most decorated place might be the locker room downstairs.
Yes.
The mothers decorated that hallway out to the field on Thursday night. It's awesome. They did great.
We walked in after the game, and I thought, man, am I walking into like a haunted house? Was something about to jump out at me here? It was balloons and piles of balloons and shiny stuff. It was good. It was really good.
Nice.
It's fun time. It's cool. This community does it right. You turn on to Main Street there, and there's just people lined up everywhere. All the little guys are out, and the floats are out, and it's a cool atmosphere. As a coach, sometimes you worry about that stuff, but our town did it right, and our kids love it.
Yeah, no, it was a busy. I hadn't been on a float in, I don't know, I think I was counting 12 or 13 years, and just the amount of people more that are there now is incredible to see. You weren't kidding. You turn that corner at the stoplight there, and there's about a path wide enough for the trucks and trailers and floats to get through, and there's people just all down the side.
Those people that drive the big trucks are brave. Mayor McElroy is the one that drives the truck for us every year, and he's always done that for us. But I ride up front with him, and he'll swing that 18-wheeler, and there's kids everywhere. And man, he's got nerves of steel to do that. I don't know that I could do it.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, I had first and second grade football players, and I'm watching them, and of course, tossing candy out and those kind of things. And you tell them before, hey, toss it easy, those kind of things. but you'll get the different candies that fly a little different. And so you'll try and throw a little Twizzler or something that flutters through the air, and then you'll come follow that up with a ring pop, and that sucker's coming in hot.
Yeah, the ring pop will pop you.
The best thing I saw this year, there was a kid sitting outside of his garage, and he had a tarp spread out, and he had bullseye with buckets and boxes where the kids could try to throw and make it in the boxes.
Nice idea.
It was pretty cool.
Oh, he was loading up too, because if they saw anything that was a target, we were I don't know who it was, but we were, the parade was over. We turned back. We were heading down a side street to go back to where the parents were waiting on the kids, and there was a black truck that just happened to be coming the other directions, and our kids saw the bed of that truck as a target. And I started hearing candy bounce off that side of that truck, and I thought, no, don't throw it at the truck. I figured that guy would get out and start screaming, but hopefully his truck made it out all right. But oh yeah, anything that was a container-like item, they were trying to throw candy in it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun atmosphere. Enjoyed it a lot. That's always good for us. The thing for me is because I'm on all 5 campuses all day long. It's like when it starts getting closer to that parade, I'm like, I got to hurry up and get finished. I got to get back on the north side of the highway because that's where I live. And so it's like plan my last stop for the high school. So
you're not going anywhere very fast on that.
No, you're not going very fast. And then Rochelle's calling me. She's like, "Oh, I got to run outside of town. When does the parade start?" And I'm like, "I don't know." I have no idea when the parade starts, but luckily she made it out and got back in time.
So you better be where you're going to be by 2:00 on parade day.
No doubt.
You're going to be stuck for a minute.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Hey, Ardmore came to town, had a football game Friday night. I believe that's the reason for the season right now, isn't it?
That was the main thing, and that was the challenge to our kids all week. Enjoy everything, but keep the main thing the main thing. And there's a million reasons that they could have said we were not going to play well or we didn't start good, and our kids didn't choose those. Our kids prepared well, and thought we had 2 really good weeks of practice leading into it. And I thought we started fast, get the big turnover, and then score on our first play of offense. And it was a good night for the Tuttle Tigers. So, I didn't expect that at all. That's a really good team, and we did some things extremely well. And we still made mistakes, but that's a team that was averaging 40-plus points coming in, and that was a big challenge for our defense, and they accepted it. And I think we did a good job of just hanging in there. And they're going to get their 2 yards here, 2 yards there. We can't get impatient with that. We just have to keep doing what we do and make them have long drives to score, and hopefully eventually they're going to pitch it and it's going to be bad. And we did some good things. I think about a third of their offense came on one play.
Exactly.
And we probably had more missed tackles on that play than we've had all year combined. So there's things that we have to get better at, things we can take from that and improve on.
Yeah, well, we didn't replay that play, so we're not seeing it because
don't worry, they'll see it today.
I bet they will. That's pretty early on. I forgot that was the second drive of theirs, wasn't it? So. It's like at that moment, it's like right then I'm like, okay, yeah, these guys might be able to be up for the challenge. You're thinking, and then realizing, okay, coaches are going to shut this down. They're going to make some adjustments, figure it out. But that type of offense, that misdirection option style offenses can be tricky.
It is, and it really makes you focus in on one thing by position. I mean, these guys are responsible for this part. These guys are responsible for this part. And these guys have to be the safety valve. And if they decide to throw it, I've got to be where I belong as a safety or a corner. And if they crack block, the corner's got to do something different. And, Coach Lemon had a couple little switch ups inside of what we were doing that were really good and caused them some problems. So there's a million things going on in every football play. But, for the most part, you've got to be keyed in. Where do my eyes belong and how do I react? And our guys did that for the most part.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought it was really impressive. Some of just the fundamental things that were done throughout the game. Blocking. We talked about it on the broadcast. The way they're trying to block the nose guard there, kind of diving at the feet. Mm-hmm. That's one that there's ways around it, and I thought our guys did a great job of staying on their feet and working around that block, and then just filling the gaps. And guys, that offense is designed, I think, to get guys sort of running up the field a little more than our guys did. And I thought our guys did a good job of recognizing things on the fly.
They did.
And then playing where they were supposed to. We had quite a few, I think Carter Van Auken on the end coming from that backside making plays. Mm-hmm. Was really good. It was just really good to see that sort of everybody was doing their job. Everybody was pretty content to do their job as well. There wasn't anybody sort of trying to cheat the play or be overly aggressive, because that's where that offense can really get you. If you start getting overly aggressive and flying to different gaps that you're not supposed to be in, that's when things can go wrong with that
you
offense.
mentioned two things right there. We're going to get a chance to look at in some replays in a minute, and that's one, Hunter Hill Acosta and the nose guard in general, and how they dealt with that dive at the feet, because Hill Acosta in particular was pretty effective at dealing with it, and he got some pretty good, good penetration at times. And then the second thing you mentioned was Carter Van Auken on the out, that outside edge, getting some pressure on there. We'll see that a few times in a couple of our replays today. So
those guys played well.
Yeah, they did. That's two young guys too. Right
Hunter's playing well. I think he's getting a little better every game. I mean, the more experience he gets and the more confident he feels about things, it's great. And it's a real simple game plan. I mean, when they're so committed to doing what they do, we really committed ourselves to having 8 people in the box all the time and say, okay, we're going to be here. You're going to have to throw it to beat us, or, find something different than what we've been doing. And Coach Limo did a great job of taking away what we felt like they did best, and then, adjusting to what we need to adjust to along the way. And I thought some of the young guys we put in at the end played well also, and preserved the shutout. So that's what we want to see. Keep putting that next generation in there, and you can watch them grow up every game. I mean, it's fun to do. So proud of all of them. I told them after the game, we could have made a million excuses why we shouldn't go play good tonight, and we didn't take those. I was really proud of our prep. I thought the bye week was excellent for us. So everything was awesome. Their attitudes, thought it was a nice homecoming, nice weather, good crowd. All the little kids running around. It was fun.
Yeah, it definitely was. Hey, this is a good chance for us to take a quick break right now. We're going to take a break on Tiger TV, and we'll be back, get into some highlights and some more in-depth discussion. Let these guys work out all the world's troubles, and we'll be right back in just a minute.
At Core Orthodontics in Newcastle, we believe every smile has a story. That's why our board-certified orthodontist offers the latest in Lightforce custom braces and is recognized as a top Invisalign provider nationwide. We love helping kids as young as 6 start their journey to achieve their best smile, and we make it easy for families with free initial consultations, all insurances accepted, and no interest payment plans. Your best smile starts here. Core Orthodontics in Newcastle and Ada.
The First National Bank and Trust Company presents to you the Tuttle Team Spirit Card. We proudly serve more than 20 area schools and have donated more than $82,000 in 2023. So, what are you waiting for? Support your Tuttle Tigers and make every transaction count. Come by the bank to get your Team Spirit Card today at no cost to you. The First National Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC.
As a mama, you're constantly pulled in every direction. HotWorks is where you get to hit pause. Sweat out the stress as you recenter in just 30 minutes. You deserve this.
When it comes to keeping Tuttle comfortable, local matters.
That's why families trust Koch's Mechanical Heat and Air, your hometown heating and cooling expert.
Owned and operated right here in Tuttle by Bo Kokenauer and his family, Koch's Mechanical knows what our Oklahoma weather can dish out.
And they're here to keep your home just right all year long.
They're not just serving the community, they're part of it.
Koch's Mechanical is proud to be the official heat and air sponsor of Tiger TV.
Koch's Mechanical Heat and Air, where local matters and your comfort comes first.
Williams Foods, more than a grocery store. At Williams Foods, we pride ourselves on our meat, and we have the best, the freshest, the most tender meat money can buy. There is no better meat in the world. Williams Foods cuts it fresh every day, just the way you like it. Don't be fooled by big box stores that don't cut their meat on site. We do meat right and better than anyone. Williams Foods, where we still sack and carry out your groceries for you because you deserve it. Williams Foods, your fresh meat, fresh produce, and much more store since 1971.
Contemporary Family Dentistry Newcastle has been serving the Tri-City community since 2008 and is excited to announce the opening of our second location in Blanchard. Don't have dental insurance? That's not a problem at Contemporary Family Dentistry. We have a $250 annual membership that covers cleanings and exams, eliminating the feeling that you can't go to the dentist. For more information, visit our website at www.cfdok.com.
Over the years, a lot has changed. Thankfully, in Tuttle, a few things have stayed the same. The people here are still the best, the school's teams are always competitive, and Williams Plumbing Service is still serving the community. For all your plumbing needs, call Williams Plumbing Service. One family serving Tuttle since 1949. Thank you, Tuttle, and go Tigers!
A friend is someone who knows where you came from. Someone who always shows up when you need them.
Hey, Ben.
Someone who's there for the good times and the challenging ones. With comprehensive insurance policies backed by award-winning customer service, Shelter Insurance is committed to being there when you need us most.
In Oklahoma City, see Shelter Agent Rhonda Littleton for a free insurance review.
All right, welcome back to Tiger TV, the Tuttle Coaches Show. We just kind of chatting a little bit here. Let's get into a little bit more of the game. What do you guys got to say? You want to look at some replays? Tell me when you want to see something, and I'll dial stuff up.
Yeah, we'll look at some replays. Let's look at some offensive replays first. I thought, again, started off hot. Second week in a row that the first play from the line of scrimmage has gone for a touchdown. This one was a little bit shorter than the last week, 14-yard touchdown pass, technically.
Oh, yeah.
What it was right here.
That's a pass. You're right.
So Jordan, and then got
Sean does a real good job blocking out there. Donnie gets the corner blocked, and then Sean and the other guys take care of the inside stuff, and Jordan with the ball in his hand. He and Jalen both know what to do with it. So it's been a nice little jet sweep for us there. Something we haven't done a whole lot of, but starting to work it in more and more. You see Whitcomb Mesher in there at fullback, Will Garrett in there sometime at fullback. Those guys do a nice job of blocking the edge too. So
let's look at this drive. This is still first quarter action. I'll let this play out for you.
This when they got the long run down there and we held them on fourth down. This was the first play after that, and we're up 7-0 at this point. And then Cruz throws a missile, and Donnie's in the right spot, and then Donnie makes a tough run to get some more at the end. And this was huge. They had just broke the big run and got down there close, and for us to come back and not ever take our foot off the gas as well. It was very important that we do those things and keep answering. If something bad happens to us, you have to come back with a good one. So we actually go for it on fourth down here and get it, extend the drive, and then Sean doing what Sean does, man. Get in there.
Looks like he's chopped down about the 2 and then just spins off of it and keeps going. And, yards after contact for Sean is just unreal.
It's huge, and he's not getting touched for the first 3 or 4 either. I thought our offensive line, they had another nice night up front.
Yeah, no, they looked really good up front. And you're exactly right. Sean was not getting hit in the backfield, which is always a good night. We always talk about if your running back is having to make his first move in the backfield, it's usually going to be a long night for him. When your running back is getting yards after contact and not getting contacted till 3, 4, 10, 14 yards down the field, that's going to be a really good night.
There's no doubt, and they've done better. They've done a really good job of filling in and some patchwork things here and there. Gunnar Goddard, who had been our starter throughout the spring and the summer, and then early in the season, his back was hurt for a little bit, and he's been out several weeks. He steps right back in, played left guard, and did a really nice job. And we didn't play Gavin Hines this week. He was a little bit sore and banged up, so he didn't play this week, and we just keep filling in, and whether it be Boswell or whoever come in there, the big freshman, Bucks come in and play a little bit for us, and he's a GoDaddy. You'll see a pancake from him on this game. So we got some good young ones coming, and the ones we got are playing well.
This is the next drive right here, and it ends in the second quarter. So we'll switch over to that here.
I think we had one drive with 15 plays and 51 seconds.
Yeah,
like that the other night. We really, our tempo was nice. So offense was in a good flow. Cruz letting go of the ball on time, taking what they give us and not being greedy. Run game was there when we needed it. Protection was good. Again, 4 and 5 yard catches like that keeps the chain moving, the defense wandering, and just keep rolling. So
here's the end of that drive right here.
We're just playing to our strengths a little bit, and like we've said all year, whatever's out there, we want to threaten it. So
Sean made a great cut back there.
Very nice cut, and you could see the offensive line moving the line of scrimmage there for us. We're we're not backwards. He's got some. And then Cruz off the zone read, pull it, and he's so excited to get in the end zone. He jumped about 2 yards. But
Rashad got a great picture of that. He's knees up in the air. And throws a good picture of that right there.
Cruz runs. He runs pretty good, and he's gotten a lot better at it. And I know you don't see it a lot, but I really want him to run a lot, to be honest with you. He throws it really well. Let's just, stay with that.
Right, stick with that. I mean, on that last drive, you see a throw from the right hash past the left hash, really strong, gets out there quick, and that's the arm talent of Cruz. But I thought he did a really good job the other night of something we didn't see much last year, of keeping those plays alive with his feet. And avoiding that pressure, reading it well, getting to that second and third read on those plays. And that was exciting to see him be able to do that and see the work that he's put in, because I know that's something he's worked on quite.
It is, and you're going to have that. I mean, the off-schedule play is important as about anything. How many times in a game are you really going to block things just 100% perfect? I mean, it's never going to go exactly like you think. So him being able to adapt and improvise, keep a play alive, and also the receivers keep moving with you. The old scramble drill for those guys. The young ones will freeze on you. The older guys will keep moving with the quarterback, and you get a nice play. So all of them growing up and extending plays like that's a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely. That was exciting to see. And the tempo, these replays are going quick, but they're actually about real speed of how quick it was going between plays the other night.
We went about as fast as the officials would let us go.
Yeah.
So
here's the next drive in the second quarter. This is would be our
great job there. You can see the fullback coming off the edge there and sealing it for us. And Sean's really not touched. He got to stay on track that whole carry right there. And then they jump outside of it, and the fullback kicks him out. Sean tucks it up inside for another big run. Just, the chunks are getting bigger and bigger here. What was a 4 or 5 yard gain early now turns into 8 or 10. And
well, that's the deal. Throughout the game, his average yards per carry actually went up.
Yep.
In the first half, he was averaging 7 or so, and then by the end of the game, he was up over 8 yards per carry.
And Sean likes that contact. I mean, he knows when it's coming, and he's got to move for some of that. And he's really kind of hard to bring down. He's got such good balance, and he's got a little bit of creativity, when people have a hold of him. He enjoys that part of it. So I just love the fact that he's hanging on to the football, and I don't know if I like that jump over deal there, but, usually you pay for that when you leave the ground. So,
Had a speed bump in Kel Harryman there that had pancaked a guy. So
you definitely have to jump over Kel if he's on the ground.
You do, yeah. And there's not much room to go around. I mean, it's a long way around there.
He and Blake on the right side have proven to be a really an asset for us, and two big bodies and young bodies, both young kids, sophomores. So they're just going to continue to get better and better and stronger. And the left side's been just as good, but man, those two pups over there on the right side, they're getting big.
Those are big pups over there. And that's something I think as you watch this team and you look and you watch closely, you see that little improvement. We talked about the focus on sort of individual skills on the off week, and I thought you saw some of that show up in this game with the footwork and the handwork and the being in the right position kind of stuff. I thought that really showed up for those guys, especially that right side of the line. Kale moving over from defense earlier in the year, and then Schneeberger being a young guy. I thought their footwork and handwork was really good this week.
I agree. And Coach Brennan does a really good job with those offensive linemen over there. I mean, those guys, and you can see it when you start mix and match and you plug different person in or different person in and it still functions. I mean, that's the whole unit learning what's going on and developing. And I think the receiving corps done the same. I mean, you look out there the other night, and I know we're familiar with the twins and Donnie, but you see Major working in there. You see Bear working in there. I mean, there's got to be 6 or 7 guys that can go do it, because it's going to take all of us. If we want to do this thing the right way, the more people we can play, the better off we are. And that's what we would like to do.
Yeah, and that's, I think, seeing those bodies, and you're starting to see those young guys get in earlier and earlier. Major Vanderberg was in there earlier in the game this last week. Carter Van Auken started the game at the outside there on defense, which is good that you can have that trust in those guys to come in and play those meaningful downs. Not just come in sort of in what folks would call garbage time.
Sure, and I mean, everybody wants to say, "Well, I'm just on the kickoff team or whatever." Well, we kicked off 8 times the other night. I mean, you're going to get that. Those are 8 big plays. And every time Diego made a good kick, we covered it well. I mean, those are very, very important things to us. And I know kids sometimes don't think that way, but for us, we score a lot. So kickoff's a big deal. I mean, that's a lot of plays.
Well, I mean, I think both games against Noble and Ardmore, at one point, Diego had been, our kicker had more plays than our offense, at some point. So
Yeah.
you look at that and you're thinking, okay, well, if our kicker is getting more plays,
Right,
then that
man.
kickoff becomes very important because
Yep.
while that's an opportunity for us to make a play, that's also an opportunity for them to make a play.
Oh yeah, and I mean, you see the tackles. Like every time we kick off, you see Barrett down there forcing something.
Yeah.
I mean, you see Jalen and Jordan usually find their way in on it.
Yeah.
You see Parker on the edge. He's our contained guy on one side, and he's really busting his tail to be where he belongs. And it's awesome. You have to have guys willing to play roles on a team, or you're not going to be any good. And right now, we're fortunate to have guys that play their role well. And if you play your role well, you usually get more. So happy for those guys.
Yeah, no, it's exciting to see, and it's exciting to see them mix in there. Love it for this year, but also for the future.
Yeah, you never just playing for 1 year. I mean, you're always, for us anyway, we're always trying to develop the next generation. That's what our job is. We want this place to be good forever, and anything we can do to try to develop the young guys and get them some time and help them get stronger and figure things out quicker, the better it is for all of us. So I'd love to play them all every game if we could.
Yep, you want to look at another drive?
Sure.
This is third quarter action right here, and this is a lot of Sean.
And that's, again, you come out throwing the ball around and then switch to a heavy dose of Sean, and really kind of get a defense that they feel like, hey, we figured something out. And then it's like, no, here's another dose of this.
It's complementary football. I mean, if they're going to take away the pass and leave a light box, we got to run. And then sometimes we're just going to try to run anyway because of the clock, the score, those kind of situations. But I think what you see here more than anything is a lot of good work at the point of attack by the offensive line, and then some big boys getting to the next level and getting in some backers' face. And we continue to get better at our doubles and working off of that. And then right here, you see a little boot pass. We run it probably 8 plays in a row, maybe. So time to let one rip there. And right,
really good
come
catch
back
right here.
Oh man, what a throw and what a catch, both of them. Just going down and getting the football, and Cruz putting it where only we could get it, and then come back and there's the finisher right there. I mean, Sean makes one cut about the line of scrimmage, and then another little jump cut off the end and gets in, and everybody's got a body on a body, and nobody's piling on Sean, and get him in there clean like that's awesome for our offensive line.
Yeah, and Sean has really had a penchant for finding the end zone this year. It's been pretty impressive. He'll have a game where he has 10, 11, 12 carries and 2 or 3 touchdowns. And then he'll have a game where he's got 20 carries and 4 touchdowns. And it just seems like he just has a nose for the end zone. And that's, again, credit to that line. You get down there within 5 yards and really have a pretty high level of trust in that O-line and Sean to find the end zone.
Yeah, and what he had 4 touchdowns the other night.
Yeah.
That's a big deal. There's not a lot of guys can say they scored 4 times in one night. That's a big deal.
Yeah, he had 20 carries for 165 yards and 4 touchdowns in our unofficial Draper stats that we have.
And my favorite is when you all interviewed him after the game, he gave a lot of credit to his offensive linemen, and he knows that. It takes those big bodies up front for him to be able to find a hole and run, and he's doing what he's supposed to do with it, but they're doing a great job in front of him.
Yeah, you really kind of see the trust between that running back and lineman, which is what it takes, because you get in a groove with those two groups. They're very different people, got different jobs for sure, move at different paces. But when they sort of start gelling with each other, you can kind of feel that sometimes, and you really see it here. He kind of understands where those guys are, where they're moving, and where to kind of cut off. You'll see that a lot of times, those cutbacks. He's trusting his linemen that they're getting a push one way, and he's reading it well and then cutting off where he needs to.
Yeah. Well, good segment right there on offense. Let's take another break. We'll come back in a couple of minutes, and then we'll just go through the game with the defensive replays. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right, sounds good to me. We'll be back on Tiger TV in just a minute.
At Marshall Auto Supply, our Napa certified parts professionals are here to help. We stock a wide variety of parts and accessories for all makes and models. Marshall Auto Supply. Stop by or call us today. Located in Chickasha or on Main Street in Tuttle.
Whether you just came from a workout or you're just out and about, our Social Sips have everything you need to feel good to feel good. Here at Social, we have a variety of teas, shakes, social bowls, or you can even try one of our cold brew coffees, made with you in mind. At Mustang Social and Hometown Social, it's always tea time.
High-speed fiber internet is now available from Tuttle Broadband.
Get faster speeds, up to 1 gigabyte in the most modern service available.
Stream your favorite shows and get connected with no service contract and competitive pricing.
Tuttle Broadband. Schedule your installation today.
High-speed fiber internet for a more connected Tuttle.
At Tactical Pest Solutions, we prevent pests from taking over. Our defense will give you peace of mind, keeping your home or business safe from pesky bugs or creepy crawlers. Our tactical approach proactively treats your spaces before high-traffic pest season. Make an appointment today, even if you haven't seen indications of bugs or pests, so we can play defense for your home team. Give us a call and let's keep your home or business free of what's bugging you. Tactical Pest Solutions. We can beat the bugs to the punch.
There's a few things we live by in Oklahoma: honesty, integrity, and hard work. At Triton Foundation Repair, if you don't need foundation repair work, we will be the company that tells you, because when you do need it, we want to be the company that doesn't. Honesty, integrity, and hard work. Triton Foundation Repair.
Life is complex enough. With decades of experience, Cornerstone Insurance Group makes insurance simple. We can help with coverage for your home, farm, or ranch, coverage for all the drivers, cars, and equipment in and around your house, coverage for your business, large or small, life insurance to give you peace of mind. Call or stop by today, and one of our experienced, licensed agents will shop dozens of insurance companies for you, saving you time and money. Call our office or visit us online at oklahomainsured.com.
At Core Orthodontics in Newcastle, we believe every smile has a story. That's why our board-certified orthodontist offers the latest in Light Force custom braces and is recognized as a top Invisalign provider nationwide. We love helping kids as young as 6 start their journey to achieve their best smile, and we make it easy for families with free initial consultations, all insurances accepted, and no interest payment plans. Your best smile starts here. Core Orthodontics in Newcastle and Ada.
All right, welcome back. We've been discussing the Ardmore game this evening, or this afternoon, I guess it is. It's Sunday afternoon, and so had a great conversation talking about the offense in that segment. So let's move over and talk a little bit about defense. We have actually this time a lot of defense. Normally we don't have as many defensive highlights, but I've been able to dial that in better, get my system down back there. In case you guys don't know, Breck and Eli are out front, calling the game. You guys listen to them talk, and Breck says I'm the guy behind the curtain. So, or did he call it the screen? I don't remember, but I'm the guy behind the screen back there running all the stuff. And so when something goes wrong, it's probably my fault. Forgot to fix something in our software. But anyway, we got a lot more defensive highlights this time. And so let's take a look at some defensive highlights starting back in the first quarter.
Yeah, and anytime you got a 0 on the board at the end of the night, that's a pretty good defense.
Pretty good deal right there.
We'll take it. We haven't been giving up a lot of points. Hope that continues.
First four plays.
You see we got a lot of bodies in there, and there's just a little quarterback follow play off of their fullback dive, and their fullback's a weapon, and we're really just trying to fill gaps, And right there, you see the linebackers fitting. Mike linebacker was untouched there, which is a good thing. There we get 2 guys going to our backer, and the defensive lineman makes the play. Hillicost, you got to be talking about. That's the way that should work. We get him in a throwing situation, and Jet's right where Jet's supposed to be, makes the play, and gets it down inside the 15 for our offense to score the first play.
Yeah, on the very next play.
Excellent. That's just how you draw it up, and, what a great start for us.
Right, absolutely. I mean, that's frustrating for them, which is what you want them to be. You want them to be frustrated, and you'd love to see those bodies flying to the football.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's look at that.
100%.
Look at the next round. This starts with the kickoff.
Okay. Get the ball outside the hash there, and we got bodies everywhere. We let it cross our face once, which we shouldn't do, but we got a lot of people chasing the ball, and you get them in bad field position. There's the pitch. We're a little slow filling, but get her knocked down there. That was a little bit too much. We got to get off blocks a little better than that. And then here, the little follow play again. That was a tough one. You get everybody canceling gaps, and the quarterback follows it on in there. Then they break the long run here, and this is right after the long run. I think it was a 60-yard run on us, and we get them down here. I believe this is second down right here. And so we get a second down. I believe they're going to come this way, pitch it. Yep, pitch it over our guy, and then we got people getting off blocks now, and that's what you have to do is get off blocks. And fourth down right here, big play, 4th and goal. Same play, make them pitch it again, and it gets pitched out of bounds. So 1st and 10 us. Big stop after the long run, and then we've already looked at what happens right after that. Donnie catches the long post on the very first play after that. So
yeah, and Ardmore really thought they had something with that sort of option play out of that set. They had a pretty good gain for 6 or 8 that we watched, and then the 60-yard gasher. So they went back to it, and I thought we really adjusted well. I thought Coach Lemming made some good adjustments, and the players responded to that. They did what they were supposed to do. If you watch those plays, you can see how we play it different almost each time, and then we kind of figure out and crack the code on that thing. And the results speak for themselves. You go from 8 yards to 60 yards to no gain to pitching it out of bounds.
Yeah. Well, this is something we don't do a lot of, is play with all 8 of these guys up there. And we did it to them last year, and they had some nice little wrinkles from what we did to them last year. And Coach Lemming had a small adjustment there. He said something to me after the first series. Hey, I want to try this, and go for it. I have all the trust in the world in Coach Lemming, and he made the switch there, and we traded some of our responsibilities and kept trading throughout the game, and it worked out well for us. But the main thing is we have to get off blocks. Anytime you face an option team, they've got numbers. That's why they're doing this stuff. I mean, you got 1 for 1. If we can make one guy miss, we're fine. But you can't just stand there and get blocked. And we did that a little bit on the 2 plays before, and then at the end, we start getting off blocks and making plays.
Yeah.
So
here's another short.
You see linemen, most of them are down the line of scrimmage making plays, and that's what they should be doing here. They should not be in the backfield and running up the field, and that's hard to break some of those guys from doing that. Again, Hillicost runs up the field and then turns around and makes the play. If he would have stayed still, he could have made it the first time. But you could see us start getting closer and closer to the quarterback as well. Just getting more comfortable with it. I mean, our scout team gave us a good look, but it doesn't work at that speed in practice. And it usually takes you a series or 2 to kind of get it under your belt and say, all right, this is the tempo of it. Let's go. And you could see us getting a little bit more comfortable each time.
Yeah, and really kind of the front, I would say the little triangle there of Hillicost and those guys that were playing that nose spot, and then Brody Fisher and Whit Komisher were just all over the ball all night long. And when those guys at that position are making plays, they're again, the linebacker's only about 4 yards deep. So if they're making plays in front of them, that's a pretty good night.
It is. And listen, those guys do a great job. They're going to get, I mean, there's a reason they're running plays. They're very good at what they do. Coach Newby's done it for years. They have good adjustments. They have good change-ups. I mean, you've got to be where you belong and just pursue the football on the right path. And for the most part, we did. We had some things we still messed up, but like you said, if you get shut out, it's a good thing. I mean, there's going to be ebbs and flows in a ball game. It's not going to be 100% perfect ever. So you've got to follow the bad plays, the good plays, and I thought we did a good job of that.
Yep, absolutely. You got some more over there, Kevin?
Yep, let's run another run of defensive plays here. This is second quarter.
In the fullback, and I think looking at them the last 2 years, their fullback has been their biggest weapon. This is a different one from a year ago, but he's a really nice player. And there you can see a open field tackle, one-on-one. We make it. And those are the important things. Now we get them in a passing situation, and we get the big sack. There's Turner coming off the edge. We felt good about if we could get them in a throwing situation, what we could do with it, and the guys executed very nicely. So,
that one there, one of the ways to blow up kind of the RPOs is to get there before he has a chance to even decide what option he's going to pick. And that's what we did right there. I thought we got pressure really, really quick on them. And that makes life really tough when you're trying to
it's
go
hard
through.
as a defense coordinator, like Coach Lemming. I mean, he can't sit over there and just dial up blitzes because you'll get in big trouble playing the option like that. And,
Right.
And we had to play a lot of base, but when we got him in certain situations, he was able to do some of the things he liked to do. You could see Turner getting off of a block there early. The guy tried to turn him out. He releases and gets off the block correctly, and right here they're just blowing up the mesh, and that's the lineman right there. They leave them unblocked and try to read them, and they were there fast enough just to blow it up and make a mess of the whole thing. So Hillicox had a really nice game, probably his best, but he's steady improvement every game for him.
Right.
So I thought Noah played well. You didn't hear his name a lot. I thought he did well. I think G Squared has done well.
Here's third quarter action.
I just see a lot of red shirts at the football.
Right.
And that's what we're after. We're not chasing ghosts. We're where we're supposed to be. They pitch it to the flat. Corner shows up, makes a play. I mean, that's where we want them to go with the ball, right?
Right, absolutely. Throw it behind the line of scrimmage, and we'll come tackle you behind the line of scrimmage.
There's a little bit of a broken play and a drag, and right here we're coming to try to block the punt this time. We got him backed up here, and they snap it over his head for us, so able to get a safety and score on special teams.
Hey, that's a good night. Good night right there when all three phases. Well, I guess we didn't score on defense this week, but
no, but we'll take that 0 as a score for
exactly.
the defense. How's that?
Set them up. Set them up a couple times. I mean, that first drive, you set them up on the 14-yard line. Defense does, and makes life easy. Had another turnover later in the game on I believe, a fumble that we recovered. And so again, when you're taking the ball from them, making it difficult for them to score, getting a 4-down stop inside the 10-yard line. I mean, all of those things are things you talk about in the defensive room of, hey, here's what we got to do. When our back's against the wall and they're inside the 10, we got to hold the line. You do that. All right, check that box. Got to get turnovers. Do that, check that box. And that's the thing that these guys seem pretty content of, hey, checking our boxes and not worrying about what the other side's doing. And that's something that's going to be really important as this season goes on with the stretch that we have coming up is, hey, focusing on what we do.
Well, our goal is not to be like anyone else. It's to be, the very best we can be. And if we max ourselves out in our team and we're playing as good as we can play, then, if you get beat, you can live with that. If you're not doing everything you can, then you can't live. I mean, that's hard to swallow. So these guys, they worry about our preparation and what we're supposed to do. And again, like I know I've said it like 4 times, we had really good 2 weeks practice here. So
let's look at this last run right there. Get that bat down.
Goddard getting it batted down there.
Goddard's getting better and better. Gage Goodwin's playing well right now.
That was Goodwin.
Yep. Gage has gotten better and better. His confidence is really getting better. And here we get back to offense and got some of the pups in. Carter's doing a nice job here. See Parker at quarterback, Carter Van Auken at running back. Braxton Howell, I believe, is in at tight end, fullback here a little bit. Coming here on defense, this again, I mean, having your face in the right gap. I mean, that's what it's all about. You fill the gaps up and we're pursuing the ball the right way. We got a good thing. Hunter Waitman there, they get it over him just a little bit, but and then Jalen, they finally get one. Jalen can catch here, and you could see he's just exciting. I mean, he wants every inch out of that thing that he can get, and very trustworthy back there catching the ball. And Donnie's doing a good job blocking. His brother Jordan's out there. I mean, those guys did a really nice job. So excited about it.
Here's 3 more run plays late in the third quarter. Carter Van Auken, the ball carrier here. It's a little highlight him a little bit.
He's got that ball high and tight, doesn't he?
He does. Monday night. I talked to him and his dad about it Monday night. He got it.
He makes a couple of nice cuts. He's being very aggressive and running very confident. And the O-line's doing a great job with him. And Braxton's in there blocking for him at fullback. They got a good little thing going here. Got a nice drive. Parker's managing the game at quarterback and trying to take all of the clock we can take, but still keep our tempo. And those guys did an excellent job of that the other night.
Yeah, and that was us throwing our young guys out there, and Ardmore still had their 1D out there.
Yeah, I think this is Braxton Howell touchdown.
I think we'd run it about 12 times in a row here, and they've been bringing the house. So it was time for a little boot pass, and Parker touchdown pass and Braxton's first touchdown catch there. So that's nice. It's homecoming. I mean, I wish we could get everyone in the game. It didn't really lend itself to that where everyone could get in, but we were able to play quite a few of them, and that's always fun. Those guys put a lot of time in.
Yeah, it was good to see Parker get one in the air there to Braxton. Did a good job avoiding the pressure and keeping that play alive. A lot of times young quarterback gets in, and the first time you get chased, sometimes things go awry. And but he did a good job handling it, getting it an accurate pass, and getting it in the end zone for us there. And you're exactly right. We ran it a bunch, and they were bringing everybody, and so it was good to see that play work.
That was fourth down, and we really didn't have our JV kicker ready to go there, so we ran boot and didn't feel too bad about letting our young guys execute, and they did it, and that's fun for them. They practice. I mean, they need to get that time too. So our guys have been doing a wonderful job. Our JV team's been playing well. Our junior high teams have been playing well. It's very exciting, the stuff we got coming up, and the program, the facilities, the resources, the things we have in our program right now are in a good way. And, the kids are coming. The community still backs everyone, and that's what it takes to be good.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's something that really sets us apart here in Tuttle. And sometimes I think we can take it for granted, just how good we have it over here. And so it's really is a blessing to have that just from the junior high level up. You got some of those high school coaches that are down there coaching those boys. You got Coach Bell and Coach Cobb, and you'll see Coach Lemming down there.
Coach Cobb, who's been here for years. I mean, those guys do a heck of a job. And when they get to high school, they know the language. I mean, we're not learning a new language when they walk in the door for high school football. They've been doing it. And even some of the little league guys are running some of the same stuff. We do the camp with them, and we'll be an open door to their coaches, and we don't ask or say they have to run what we do, but if there's things they can put in their toolbox that carries with them all the way through high school football, that's really all we ask. Maybe try to use some of the same words.
Right.
Our little league coaches do such a tremendous job with that.
Yeah, we got a good group down there, and it's fun to watch those little ones come up and see them in those Tiger colors from first, second grade on. It's fun to kind of watch that progression there.
You're the first and second grade head coach, right?
I am right now. Yeah. So we're
get a few
having a good
years.
year and wrangling those youngins.
Yeah.
They're doing good.
Yeah. Little league seasons go by quickly, and I think you guys have kind of a little bit of an abbreviated season, right? It's less games because of the number of people.
We do, number of teams that we play, those kind of things.
Yeah.
I think we've got 4 or 5 left, including the playoffs. And so it'll be good. More Saturdays. Hopefully, we get some cool Saturdays here pretty quick and get some what I like to call football weather out there.
I'm ready for it.
It's been a little warm.
I'm definitely ready for it. Right now, I'm ready to take our final break. Let's take one more quick break here, and then when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about the future and then wrap things up. Be right back.
Whether you just came from a workout or you're just out and about, our Social Sips have everything you need to feel good to feel good. Here at Social, we have a variety of teas, shakes, social bowls, or you can even try one of our cold brew coffees, made with you in mind. At Mustang Social and Hometown Social, it's always tea time.
Does shelter insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
What's going on, son?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, you can count on Shelter's local agents to help you protect what matters most.
When it comes to comfort and Tuttle, local matters.
And nobody keeps our hometown in the game like Koch's Mechanical Heat and Air.
Owned and operated right here in Tuttle by Bo Kokenauer and his family, Koch's Mechanical is your MVP for heating and cooling.
Bo knows Oklahoma weather changes faster than a fourth quarter comeback.
And he'll keep you comfortable year-round, no matter the score.
Proud to be the official Heat and Air sponsor of Tiger TV.
Koch's Mechanical Heat and Air.
Where local matters and your comfort wins.
M&T Septic and Backhoe is a third-generation family-run business that has been serving our community since 1993. We specialize in underground utility construction, laying water and sewer lines for towns, cities, and rural water districts across the state. Locally, we offer installation of septic systems and storm shelters. We take pride in partnering with our community, building lasting relationships, and supporting Tuttle schools and athletics. Go Tigers!
Jeff here with Triton Foundation Repair. I'm here to remind you that we always have and always will offer free foundation evaluations to Oklahomans. At Triton, we know your home is a big investment and your money is hard earned. So when you call us for a free evaluation, our specialists will perform a thorough foundation evaluation and only give an estimate when foundation repair is necessary. So visit TritonOK.com to schedule your free foundation evaluation.
At Ortho Central, we're committed to making your life better. Whether it's getting you back to the sport you love, chasing after grandkids, or easing chronic pain. With locations in Norman, Midwest City, and Newcastle. Ortho Central, we're part of your team.
Stay ahead of the curve and keep your small engines running right this off-season. At Simmer Sales and Service, we have you covered. Bring your equipment over for a full winter tune-up or repair. Our full-service shop is ready for you just 2 miles east of Tuttle. We're locally and family-owned. You'll leave saying, Simmer, good people.
Hungry for a meal that tastes like home? Jamie Joe's on Main Street has you covered. This family-owned favorite serves up real home-cooked comfort food every day. And the burgers? Juicy, stacked high, and so good. Bring it on home to Jamie Joe's, where good food and good company always come first, and where the burgers make tacos jealous.
Welcome back. Here we are on the Tuttle Coaches Show, wrapping up things in our final segment. Been talking defense, and now I think we're going to try to predict the future. So, what's things look like as we're moving forward, guys?
Well, if my pick'em score tells you anything, I'm not very good at predicting the future. About 50-50 shot.
I'm worse than you are this week. I blew them all. I think I only won one of them. I might have lost them all. I can't even remember. I gave up last
I think
night.
you got one. Oregon
I
pulled
did
through
get
in
Oregon.
overtime,
That's
so
right.
you
I
got
didn't
that
get the
one.
Oregon, but the
Yeah.
LSU that killed me. And it's like, oh my gosh. And then Georgia. Are you kidding me? Georgia couldn't beat Alabama.
I can believe it because I did pick that one.
Yeah, you picked it right. But Draper got us, though, on the jinx
I
thing,
know
giving
it.
us
I
20 and a
know
half points. He baited us into taking
He did.
the 20 and a half points, and I think the coach knew better.
He did. He did. It was
It's like
good.
lesson learned. I'm not going against Breck's point
Right.
spread anymore. So Breck's going to hear that. Now he's going to flip the point spread to try to
He
trick
play
me.
mind
now.
games with us.
He's going to play with us, yeah. But I didn't get legitimate. Like you didn't get the picks until right when you got to the booth.
Yep.
I got the picks the afternoon when I loaded them into to the systems. Like, I didn't have a whole lot of time to do a little research on it either.
We'll make
So
it work.
those
We'll
are our
still prevail.
excuses. Breck is playing games with us and holding the picks out, so we don't know until the last minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
But our Tuttle Tigers headed to hopefully to Medill this week. That'll be a little bit of a road trip.
Yep,
down there.
longest road trip of the year so far. So what's it take 2.5 probably to get there on the bus, and a little construction here and there. So
probably all the way. It's like road construction all the way there.
we'll pull out Friday afternoon and go do our thing and try to get another district win. I mean, for us, our first goal is always to get in the playoffs, and
right.
And you have to win district games to do that. So it'd be another big step for us if we can get that done. And after that, I believe it's Bethany here.
Mm-hmm.
So two very important games coming up here in a row, and our first real long trip, is always a little different. I mean, our first game to Noble didn't take very long to get over there. So, how are we going to react? Can we get ourselves prepared? Are we mature enough to handle those situations? Or things you have to go through with every team each year and kind of figure out what makes them tick. And I think our guys are pretty mature about things, and their approach to the game's been pretty solid. So hopefully we'll stay in that area and get to go down there and play football Friday night.
Yep. No, that'd be awesome. That's one of the things too, as the season goes on, everybody, especially with Tuttle, the way that we're rolling right now, everybody's gonna have that one circled. Everyone's gonna have that circled on the calendar. Everyone's gonna want to knock the Tigers off. And then as you get later in the season too, you've got teams that are fighting for their playoff lives. And so, you get Tuttle coming to town or coming to Tuttle, and they really need a win to achieve their goals. We want to win them all because that definitely helps us achieve our goals. And so all those things come into play. And so you get these teams that are fighting for different things. And again, everybody's going to give Tuttle their best shot.
You usually get everyone's best here. And that's difficult. It's difficult to stay up all the time and be at your best all the time. And you'll hear us talk a lot about, hey, this was not the Super Bowl now. We still have work to do, win or lose this one. So we try to keep things pretty even keeled and trying to keep our preparation pretty close to the same each week. That way it gives us a chance to be consistently what we need to be each week. So, really happy for all these guys so far. They're playing well. We're getting some guys getting healthy. The guys that have gone in and played maybe before we were ready for them to go in and play have done a nice job and got some very valuable experience. So continue to develop that depth, continue to get healthy, and just keep trying to stack district wins.
That's right. Just keep stacking wins, and the rest will usually take care of itself.
Hopefully so. This group likes playing football together. They're fun. I mean, they've been a good practicing team, and when you've got that, you've got a chance to get better every week. And like you said earlier, just the bye week, us going back and really focusing on some little things that, hey, we keep making this mistake. We need to fix this. And our guys did that. Our coaches did a great job of handling it. Our players did a great job of handling. We had some big conditioning days built in there. And we come back last week for a more normal week, and everybody's snappy and does a great job. Our JV games were good. Our junior high games were good. So, we had a good week, and we just need to keep trying to put those together.
Yep, definitely had a good week during the bye. I mean, I live nearby, so I kind of peek in on practices at time and time. Sometimes I'll sneak into the press box and just go watch. You guys have no idea I'm even up there, and just kind of watch it going on. And you can just kind of see the energy on the field. You can just kind of see and feel it really. And then when Friday night comes around, I mean, the guys, they seem ready, focused. And so you guys are definitely getting the job done. So a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun so far this season, a lot more to go. Any final words on this, Eli? You got anything?
No, looking forward to another good week. Glad we got the bye week out of the way, because now we get football every week, which is always exciting. No more breaks there, and it's fun to watch this team. So I'm always excited to get out there, whether home or away, and go watch this group play. It's a really exciting group.
Yep. Well, we're going to go to Medill come Friday night. Eli and I will be there along with Coach Draper and our camera people, Blake. And I'm not sure if Bradley's going to be able to come this week again. And then we have a new stat person that joined our team. Zach Huff has joined us. And Zach was actually the one responsible for the stats this week, and so did a great job. And so we're hoping Zach sticks around. He's welcome to join us anytime. So really good job for us. But thanks for joining us today. Thanks, Coach, for giving us this time. Eli, thanks for your time as well. And we'll see you down at Medill. Tiger TV will be there, and nice road trip and good game ahead. So we'll talk to you later.